Hello, fabulous Aquarius. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of June 2016, Love Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. This month, in the context of love, there's lots of things happening that speak to love for you, but in particular, I am looking at that new moon happening early in the month. It's happening in a part of the sky that has to do with flirtation, it has to do with romance, and it has to do with heart. Now, those of you who are open to meeting someone new are going to experience this energy more than other Aquarians might. Those of you who are in an established bond, there's some other things that are going to be more dominant, and the picture looks to be a lot more smooth, a lot more empowering, and a lot more easy than it may be if you're meeting new people, or even if you're going out and you're enjoying your life, you're having fun. If you're doing lots of social things, that's where the early part of the month is going to be particularly dominant for you. We have a new moon taking place. I talked about this quite at length in the general focused horoscope, but this part of the sky has to do with, among other things, your experience in love, what you're really feeling on a heart level. And the thing is, with this particular sky, there is an energy there of things not being clear, of a lot of assumptions that ultimately are not very accurate, and of a lot of things playing out on the surface that ultimately have a way of leading you in directions that maybe are not so empowering. Maybe you wouldn't have gone if you had realized the bigger picture. I'm always going to be straightforward with you. I gotta say, as I look at this, fun and alcohol do not mix under this particular sky. And if you are open to romantic fun, especially in that case, alcohol and any kind of mind-altering substances is not going to serve to good outcomes. Now, I am no judgment. I have no judgments there. Whatever it is you want to do, it's all good, right? As long as you're not hurting anybody, as long as you're good and you're coming from a place of being at peace with yourself, then I am all for you, whatever it is that you choose to do. But there are moments when those lines can be a little bit blurred, and this is one of those moments. And so right around this new moon, my advice would be to not participate in activities, fun activities, that involve altering of consciousness on your part and on the part of others as well. So those types of activities, you may want to find other sources of fun. Go to the museum, get up early and go to the museum so you can't go out with your friends at night. It's just for a little while. It's just right around that time. And I say that because we have what's being called by astrologers the mutable grand cross, and there's just a lot of decisions being made that you wish you didn't make. There's a lot of people presenting themselves one way and it may not be that way. You may flirt with somebody, meet somebody, and feel like you've made this amazing heart connection, and their experience might be something completely different, or vice versa. And the thing is that this also can lend itself to one very characteristic thing that this can lend itself to is waking up the next morning and going, oh my God, what did I do? Who is this? These types of things can happen with a sky like this. And so the way that we can use this energy to our advantage, and the way to use this energy wisely, is to strive to see what is true in people, what is good in people, and also strive to see where it is, like kind of actively strive to see where it is that this person and whoever you're meeting and the new people you're coming across, where is it that this person may have some uncertainty within themselves? Because we all do, right? If you're lucky, you find peace within yourself, within your spirit, within your soul, but everybody has those moments when they feel a little bit insecure, and insecurities are going to be on the surface, but so will deceptions. So will people, seeing what they want to see. So will people really earnestly believing they're telling you the truth, but it isn't. Or you hearing what you want to hear. Or, as I said, it might be more active. It might be more conscious. So you just want to be mindful of that. And I would, just if you know what you're doing and you're conscious about doing it, awesome. And make sure you're doing what you need to do to stay well and protected, awesome, right? As long as you're making your choices consciously, then you know that you're going in a direction of more empowered sacred learning. But that's just early in the month. Like, it literally is just around this new moon that you want to be careful. So I'm not telling you to, change your life drastically forever. I'm just saying around this new moon. It also could be that you may be kidding yourself and thinking, like if you are somebody who's if you've been clean and sober for years, this is the time when you want to make sure you are around your support system, that support system is strong, that you're going to lots of meetings. That's the time that you want to make sure that you're doing all that around this new moon, because it's easy to kid yourself and tell yourself a whole other story that is not connected to what you know to be true. So ground yourself in routine, in the predictable, ground yourself in the wisdom of elders, in the presence of elders, of structure. Ground yourself in that, and you will navigate this time and use it instead to strengthen spiritually. That is the great gift with this new moon. As we move towards the later part of the month, that is when really great things start kicking in. And so again, it's just a moment. I don't mean to emphasize it too much, but I do want to be forthright with you. I do want to, I have to honor that part of the tradition. Part of the tradition of astrology is that we recognize that there are a variety of experiences and there are a variety of ways to utilize different energies and to make conscious choices, and to know that sometimes to get to love, to get to wisdom, to get to embodying them is part of the mystery. Sometimes we have to navigate moments that maybe are not so clear. When faith is real, it wanes. And this could be one of those moments where you feel that wane so that your faith can be made that much stronger now and in the bigger picture. As we move towards the later part of the month, that is when the energy lightens up. The serious stuff is positive and smooth. And the not so serious stuff, the lighter stuff, is easy and breezy. And it's really right around the full moon taking place in the late part of the month that the energy switches up. Exhale for the better. And that is really because we have this full moon speaking in supreme harmony with your ruling planet and in an area of the sky that has to do with friendship. That's where you want to go. Now the party can begin. This is where you want to have fun. You're getting together with friends. You're surrounded by people you know and who know you well. You're not taking any big chances. You're surrounded by people who love you, and the people that you're meeting, there's an easy flow to the energy. There's a lightness, and no matter what else you're doing, you still are clear. You're feeling a sense of your own mind. You're feeling a sense of your own presence. Even as you enjoy the moment, even as you get caught up in a moment, you still have yourself. And that's a beautiful thing taking place late this month. In fact, it is those moments with friends that help you to see yourself and your future that much clearer and motivate you to make some very empowered changes that ultimately can lead you to understanding that there is a lot of love available to you, and romantically as well. Any new person that's going to come along late in the month is going to be someone of substance, of real possibility of a very genuine, even soul level connection to take place. And if you're in an established bond, this can be some really good news your partner delivers, and especially good news financially that your partner may deliver that ends up leaving both of you richer. What I love about this month for you is that you get the spectrum. You get the spectrum in love, right? You get to some truth about yourself. You get to realize that love can be a great illusion, but love can also be a sacred truth. That is the balance on offer now. And you can choose which one you're going to emphasize simply with the conscious desire to move towards love that is real.